The proposed resolution would adopt a sick leave and workers' compensation verification policy, which we now do not have in the county, but would essentially give the county the authority to verify the use of sick leave and workers' comp after a certain time, three consecutive sick days. There's a form to fill out for verification that calls for a healthcare representative information, and then verification by the departments. There'll be a training procedure by my department for all department heads and division heads for the implementation of the policy. It's designed in a sense to get a handle on overtime, which we often incur because of the use of sick time and workers' compensation. And we want to make sure that we can get a handle on that cost, and this is one way to do it.
So in essence, holding employees more accountable for their sick time or workers' comp use would have some sort of impact on the overall use of overtime.
It's hoped that the implementation of the policy will hold down on abuses on those policies, and that and obviously and it's our managerial prerogative to do so with your approval. And then any discipline that came from it obviously is subject to collective bargaining for those covered by collective bargaining agreements, but it's our hopes that we do get a better handle on it by a more cogent and announced policy.
Any further questions?
This has to do with adopting sick leave work compensation verification policy. I guess I'm happy to see that this is here. I'm unhappy to know that it wasn't here last year or the year before. And I guess if you're thinking that there's some abuse going on, that means probably there is. So my question is the adoption of this policy forceful enough to be effective out of the box, or are you going to have to amend and tweak this going forward? Are we doing inch by inch, or are we going a mile on this? And I would suggest that you don't do it inch by inch. You go a full mile. Because abusing these type of things is all over the newspapers. You have firemen who can't go on fire patrol anymore, getting disability for a large sum of money, and then they win the race up the Empire State Building. Okay? Those are facts. We have those in the past. People decide to take sick days for whatever reason. It's a nice sunny day, they want to go to the beach, et cetera, et cetera. So is it forceful enough out of the box instead of having to incrementally change this 5 years from now or 2 years from now? If you want to tell people what policies are, you got to tell them right up front and make them adhere to them.
228, I think I'll respond. I appreciate your acknowledgement of us addressing the issue. This is an attempt to address the issue. I'm sure that our intention is to address it fully. Like everything, things may come about that require tweaking and doing a better job. And if that comes about, then we will address that as well in the future.
Page 3, number 229, I believe it was Director Albert set this policy up, and this is good. I commend you for trying to get a handle on the sick days. Chris Christie in his budget speech was talking about sick day abuse and other abuses. But anyway, it's good you're trying to get a handle on it, and possibly, and I know this probably has to be through some type of contract negotiation moving forward, but people shouldn't be getting paid for sick days if they're not sick. And Governor Christie has said that so many times. So hopefully you're moving towards that direction. That's a comment.